African nation, part of the body of the African nation that have actually began to fight the continuation of colonialism in French colonies to free themselves. We believe that those are fights for independence, but they've been suspended because of allegedly undertaking coups. But a lot of us Africans look at these people as freeing themselves from the continuation of colonialism pact with France. And so that's why we don't understand why they're not here, why they're not sitting with other African leaders to deal with African problems in the African family. But what is ironic is we've got French people sitting here, Italians, Americans, the British, our former colonizers sitting in our meetings, but we've got African leaders that have freed themselves from France-Afrique, not present here. These are some of the problems that we need to deal with. Another thing that we need to deal with is something called EPF, the European Peace Facility. Now, this is a new facility that came in after the African Peace Facility expired. With the African Peace Facility, the Europeans would give money to African countries so that African countries would be able to train their soldiers to fight terrorism and to continue to facilitate peace in Africa. Now, European countries will be able to take money directly to individual African countries so that they can train their armies and even give them weapons. They can also give non-governmental organizations and institutions funding to get our weapons to fight on the African continent. Now, my question is, how do we know that those funds will be used to fight terrorism only, or they will not be used by, say, France, America, or any other of those countries, given to their chosen countries to fight other African countries and to cause an arms race in Africa? These are the kind of issues we need to deal with at these kind of conferences. But as long as they're keeping out other African countries, as long as they're taking money from the European Union, as long as they're taking weapons from European countries that do not like certain countries because they're breaking colonialism, we'll always have a problem on this continent. And what is ironic is we're told that China is our enemy, Russia is our enemy, but we don't see the Chinese, Russians, we see the French, the English, and our former colonizers. That's the problem. That's it.